Ever find yourself avoiding piano altogether? The excitement has worn off and you can't even get yourself to practice? Trust me, we've all been there and it happens to everyone at some point. Today I'm going to share with you some tips to help you stay more consistent on the piano and get your motivation back. Number one, go ahead and accept the fact that you sometimes will not want to practice. Truthfully, this is why most people quit. A lot of people think that playing music is just some inborn talent that people have. But the truth is that you really have to work at learning the piano, and sometimes it's just going to feel really tedious. Some days you're just going to be tired and you don't want to practice, and so on. So if you think when you start learning the piano and practice is a little bit frustrating, remember one of my favorite quotes. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. When I was first learning the Fantasy Impromptu by Chopin when I was much younger, it was very slow and frustrating. But after practicing really hard, I sounded like this. So sometimes practice just isn't really that fun, but remember, sometimes practice isn't that fun, but the reward that comes from it is so worth it. Whenever I could play the Fantasy Impromptu, I just loved playing it. I felt like I could express myself, and it was just a magical feeling when I finished it and just could enjoy it. I honestly think that those moments are truly magical, and I think it's an incredible gift that you can experience in life. So I do think practicing to get there is completely worth it. Number two, make it a priority. I understand that this might sound a little bit heavy, but bear with me. Let's take a moment to reflect on your life. How do you envision your remaining years? What do you hope to achieve and experience? I recently had a similar conversation with myself. Lately, my life has revolved around work. Between managing my music school that I'm currently sitting in and working on Pianoly, my life has been a lot of work. And it did dawn on me that the past decade has been all about work. Though that is the reality of starting a business, I do want to start changing that. While I teach my days teaching and discussing piano, my own playing has taken some neglect. But there is a glimmer of hope. With things starting to settle down, I am beginning to shift my focus. And so with that, I want to start prioritizing my personal life again, and especially rediscovering the joy of playing the piano. So what I did was I took action. I journaled my ideal life and my ideal daily routine. And with that new routine, it does have an emphasis on piano. And since I naturally want to work and focus on work and put that at the front of my life every day, I put sticky notes around my home that help me to remember that I want to prioritize myself. This ensures that every day I'm reminded about what my priorities are. So I recommend you do the same because we tend to get on autopilot mode a lot. So from this, I recommend journaling out. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your daily routine to look like? Ask yourself if you're in alignment right now with how you want your life to look. And you can even narrow down and ask yourself how you want your day-to-day to look. And if you're like me and need the reminders, put sticky notes around your house. Number three is invest in a teacher. Investing in a teacher or an online program is more than just spending money. It's about the commitment to learning. When you acknowledge that you're investing in something, you realize that you're putting value into it and you expect something in return. Sometimes when you put an investment into something, you are going to naturally start working harder towards it because you put that investment in. So naturally, if you invest in a piano teacher or an online program, you're more likely to work hard and be more committed to learning. Before I get to the next point, let me know in the comments what motivates you to practice the piano. Let me know. All right, number four, check your instrument. Take a moment to evaluate your piano or keyboard. Is it in good condition? Does it produce quality sound? Sometimes practicing on a subpar instrument can dampen your motivation. Consider investing in a better quality keyboard or piano if your current one isn't exactly inspiring. Having an instrument that feels good and sounds good is going to make practicing a lot more fun. Thank you to the brand Donner for sending me this keyboard. I love it. They knew that I loved this keyboard, and so I really appreciate them for sending it to me. This is a brand that I really recommend if you are in search of a keyboard. And if you'd like to know more about what to look for when buying a keyboard, you can watch this video. Number five, set 90-day goals. I found that setting 90-day goals for my students is a game changer in their results. It's both attainable and motivating. So grab a pencil and write down a few goals that you would like to accomplish in the next 90 days. Maybe it's mastering a few scales or learning a couple of your favorite songs. Write down what you want to do in the next 90 days. Once you've written those goals down, break them down into bite-sized pieces. So week 1, you might want to just say, okay, I want to learn the first page of Piano Man or whatever song you were wanting to learn. Then week 2, you might want to learn the second page, and so on. But also remember that life is unpredictable and it's okay to adjust your goals along the way. Just keep them in sight and keep pushing forward. Number 6 is just show up, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes a day. Consistency is your best friend when it comes to mastering piano. Even if that means just showing up for 5 to 10 minutes on a busy day, you want to keep up the habit of practicing the piano. And it's important to stay consistent because piano and music itself is a language. And to learn a language, you need to be practicing that language every day in order to be fluent in it. It works the same with piano. So just show up a little bit every day. That way also, when you're sleeping at night, your brain can build in the muscle memory and all the skills that you need, and you're gonna keep getting a little bit better every day. I do also have a video about a 10-minute practice routine that you can watch here. If you're ready to invest in a program that offers direct teacher feedback and is proven to work, you are in the right place. I highly recommend watching my free training. In this training, I show you the exact steps that I take my students through that helps them go from 0 to playing their favorite songs in months, not years. Here's one of my students talking about his investment in the Piano Accelerator.
To me, what I looked at when I joined was that it was an investment not in the course. It was an investment in myself and for something that I've wanted to do my whole life. I'm 73 years old now, so I would have loved to have done it long ago, but as they say, better late than never. And so if you're on the fence, I'd say don't do like me. Don't waste any more time. Jump in, and I can tell you, I'm sure that you'll enjoy it and you'll learn an awful lot from it.
If you're ready to learn about this process, then I highly recommend clicking the link below. And if this video helped you, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.